Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another character spotlight type of video. I want to give my thoughts on one of the biggest up-and-comers in the Walking Dead television series. This one's going to be doing a character spotlight on Carol Peletier. Alright, good stuff. So this is one I've been intending to do for a really long time. Few people went ahead and asked me for it recently because I was doing other videos, and I'm like, damn, I didn't get around to doing that yet. So I decided I would go ahead and do it today, and that is to do the sort of character spotlight, give my thoughts on Carol from the Walking Dead television series. And just go kind of through from the beginning all the way up till now, give my thoughts on the character. Now, she's a character that at the beginning of the series, I thought like she was kind of just a background, just a nobody. She's not going to, or at least she wasn't, I didn't think she was going to amount to very much in the zombie apocalypse. I didn't think she was going to survive. I didn't think she was going to be able to fend for herself. Merle even says it like she just used to be this little mouse running around scared of her own shadow. And then she replies, it wasn't my shadow that I was scared of. When you think back to it, it's kind of funny that she was actually introduced in, I think it was the third or fourth episode. She was shown with her and Ed, and basically the situation was, if you guys remember, we're going way back now to season 1. Ed would beat her up. Unfortunate. So that's what was happening, so you can definitely sympathize with her. She had a daughter, Sophia, and basically they used Ed as a plot device to show how Shane, even though he's a strong leader and's got the group in order and everything's going good up until the point when basically Rick kind of took the reins from him, he was kind of a little bit of a loose cannon with everything he was dealing with. Took out his aggression on Ed, beat the snot out of him, his face all messed up, probably a broken orbital bone, that kind of thing. Then, of course, Ed quickly is killed off by a walker not too far off later. Carol then, she's got Sophia, she's with the group, she's again, background character, season 2 hits. Season 2, Sophia goes missing, and she comes to, I would say, the forefront due to these circumstances, due to the set of circumstances with her. So, of course, with that feeling for her, she kind of develops to become a bigger part of the series when Sophia, of course, is missing, and then eventually they find out that she was in the barn. So, great acting from the actress Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, in showing that loss, when you guys remember when Sophia stumbles out of the barn. In addition to that, going on from there, you have basically the rest of season 2, not much from her. She's there, but a few things here and there. I recall her and Daryl kind of the two of them going off on the bike in the final episode. But aside from that, not much else really. Mostly background, I would say. Season 3 starts. Season 3 again there, but gets a few lines here and there, a few things. And there's the part where she essentially is saved in Killer Within by T-Dog. Now, somebody told me, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true or not, but somebody told me that they were planning on killing Carol in that episode, but they decided to kill T-Dog off instead and have him be a hero to Carol to save her, give him kind of that heroic death, so to speak. I like the way it turned out. I like the way it was handled. I would have liked to have seen more character development from T-Dog, so maybe they could have done it at another point in time. But it was really surprising to see 2 deaths in the episode. It was one of the best episodes ever, I'd have to say, due to all the events that happened. Really exciting and everything. And then she goes missing. Daryl finds her, kind of like that hero type thing again. So she's playing a little bit of the, I would say, kind of damsel in distress, sort of, right? And then, of course, in season 4, we get to see that over the time skip and over the time, she's transformed from just a regular sort of damsel in distress type character to a tough freaking bitch. So, and we saw a little bit of it too at the end of season 3 when she's talking to Andrea, giving her the strategy, giving her the knife of what to do with the governor, which of course Andrea does not follow, but had she have would have been very cool. So then we get to a point where in season 4 she's kind of at this stage, I would say, as a character where she's done a complete 180. She's gone from maybe one of the weakest survivors in the group to easily one of the toughest and most hardened, that basically has lost everything she had before the zombie apocalypse. Her whole family has essentially been given a new family with Rick's group at the prison, the people she cares about, Daryl, the others, everybody like that. And also with the addition of the Woodbury group, Lizzie and Mika eventually with the death of Ryan, their father, and their mother we don't know. We assume she's dead earlier, probably. So then, of course, she kind of takes them on as like her surrogate daughter, so to speak, kind of like a replacement for Sophia. Like the scene where she calls her mom, and then Carol kind of replies back, don't call me that, that kind of thing. So really cool changes here throughout the character's development. Weak, and then, well, should I call her weak? Just kind of, not, I wouldn't say weak, but not in a state where she could really do anything, to losing it all and finding kind of with that reckless abandon of having nothing to lose after that, becoming a really strong survivor and realizing that either she's going to be killed or she's going to have to evolve, she's going to have to change. And to what extent is she going to have to change? More so than almost any other character in the series. With what we see, what happens with Karen and David. Then afterwards, later on in the season, Rick casting her out, her still finding the will to live, still finding the will to kind of hang around and see what happens. The governor attacks, and quickly after, she's there to help out Tyrese in a dire situation that he may have died in had she not have helped him out there. Then we have the events of the Grove, and of course, just a tremendous episode for Lizzie, Mika, and her, of course, with the events that occur. And basically, at this point, that's essentially where we're left at. So she's a really interesting character in that she starts off, she might be the most evolved character in the show in terms of change. So she's gone from just like a regular kind of, I would say, housewife type. I don't want to mean to be insulting here or anything like that, but something like that, with a husband who's a piece of garbage, right? A daughter who she loves more than anything, loses that all, realizes that there's no point anymore in holding back, and really completely unleashes that inner dark side of her, that just animalistic. Even though she's struggling with it, at the end of the day, she still gets these jobs done. When she feels no one else can do the hard job, which is to put down Karen and David when she feels like it needs to be done, she takes it onto herself to do it. What she's suggesting to Andrea, these types of things, she becomes that to the point where even when it comes to Lizzie and Mika, she does what needs to be done. Pretty amazing stuff. I would say that she's a character that is completely different where she's at right now from the beginning of the series. And I think that's fascinating. I think that's interesting. And they did more with her than I saw possible. Like early on in the series, I did not think they could get to this point with that character where they would have my buy-in, where I was like, that's an amazing character. I didn't see it at the beginning. But clearly now, what we've seen over time, the change and the events that took place in the series, pretty amazing what they've done with Carol. I think it's the true strength of these types of shows like this, Breaking Bad, many of the others, long-term drama series that rather than a movie where you only have a couple hours, you have seasons, you have dozens and dozens of hours of episodes, 16 episodes a season now, and earlier on a few less, but you have all these episodes to progress a character in. And I think that's one of the true strengths of a TV series, where I prefer the Walking Dead television series approach to them doing some kind of movie series, where you wouldn't have characters like this who are in the background come to the front, like Carol and Daryl too. So it's pretty amazing stuff. Anyway, I won't go on for too long, but all I'll say is that I won't fault anyone if Carol is one of their absolute favorite characters now in the series. Where she's going to go in the future, season 5 and onward, tough as nails character. I don't see her being killed off very easily by anybody, be it a survivor, be it zombies or anything. So she's tough. Tough lady, that's for sure. So we'll see what happens maybe between her and Daryl, if they're going to do something with that. We'll see if she ends up saving Rick's group with Tyrese. what happens with that. Can't wait, of course, for season 5. And just kind of wanted to get it out there, get my thoughts out there on the character. Amazing, amazing character. Let me know what you guys think about Carol, Peletier, and also if you have any other suggestions for any other Walking Dead character spotlights that I haven't done for a while, talking about some characters and their evolution, please let me know. And yeah, if you like the video, please like the video. If you want to help support the channel, feel free to favorite the video, share it on your Facebook page if you have one. And yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Thanks for watching, and I'll call it here. That's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, as always. Saying peace.